All right, DJ.
We have a very, very special treat here tonight. And something that's very special that's going out to our lovely bride, Jennifer, from her mother. Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Gibbs is going to do a very special song and dedicate it to her daughter tonight.
And darkness turns to light, and the world is at peace. This miracle God gave to me gives me strength when I am weak. I find reason to believe in my daughter's eyes. And when she wraps her hand around my finger, only puts a smile on my heart, everything becomes a little clearer. I realize what life is all about. It's hanging on when your heart has had enough. It's giving more when you feel like giving up. I've seen the light, it's in my daughter's eyes. I am and what will be. And though she's grown and gone away, raising her own family, when I'm gone I hope she'll see how happy she made me. For I'll be there, I'm in my daughter's
Thanks, Nancy. Okay, so for the last speech of the night, we have the bride and groom. Give them a big round of applause. Evan and Jed.
So that I didn't overthink this, I printed it off and then sealed it yesterday so I didn't keep reading it over and over and over. Alright, so good evening everybody, thank you for coming. Before we begin, I would like to wish my wife a very happy birthday. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves so far. This is the last speech, we promise. Jen and I just want to each thank a few people who helped get us here today. And after we're done, we can get to the dancing and the good stuff. Before I get started thanking certain people, I just wanted to say thank you to the staff here at the Grand Olympia. You guys have done a terrific job. The service has been over the top. The food was terrific. You've helped make our day wonderful. Okay, friends. I want to take a minute and talk or thank all my friends, whether you're childhood friends, high school buddies, past or present employees / colleagues. You've all played a role in helping to shape the kind of person that I am today. Our experiences together, our memories I often talk about and look forward to sharing with my kids someday, most of the stories. So thank you very much for being here, it means a lot. To my grandma and grandpa, having you both here today truly means the world to me. I know that traveling, especially to Ontario, can be tough, and you've done it now twice in the past 6 months. So thank you very much. It's funny, I think back to memories from when I was little, and almost all of them take place either at the farm or at Struthers Lake. Whether it was cutting grass, picking berries, playing with the dogs, or learning how to drive. Grandma and Grandpa, you guys were there for it all. I love you both very much, and I want to thank you for all that you've given me over the years. Aunts, uncles, and cousins. This number might be slightly changed now, but wow. 5 aunts, 5 uncles, 19 cousins here tonight. Quite a group. I share so many of my memories from the farm in Struthers with all of you. Having the Stewart cabin up the hill from the Boyle cabin at Struthers made Dane and I the luckiest kids in the world. Obviously, we don't see each other as much now as we'd like to or once did, but having you all here today proves how close of a family we've always been, and I'm sure we'll continue to be. I just can't thank you all enough for having made the trip here. It is very humbling, and I love you guys all. John and Anne Marie, since we met, your love and acceptance of me has been overwhelming. Your constant generosity and willingness to help not only Jen and I, but our kids, has made joining your family an amazing experience. John, I promise to love and care for your daughter and want to thank you for the role that you played in making her the woman that she is today. Nancy and Ron, Nan and Papa, some days it feels like I've known you my whole life. The warmth in your hearts and in your home is unmatched by anyone else I've ever met. Your constant love and devotion to me and my family is something that I'm very proud to be a part of and something that I cherish each day. I just want to say simply that I love you and thank you for all that you do. To our MC, Jeff Davidson. Great job tonight, bud. Thank you for being a part of our special day. Just wanted to quickly share the story about the night that I asked Jeff to be our MC. We were all sitting around the fire in the backyard, as we often do. I pulled Jeff aside and asked if he'd do us the honor of emceeing. He said, and I quote, "I think I want to, but can I let you know tomorrow?" My response was simple, "Sure, but Jen knows what we're talking about and she will get her answer." So I'm glad you agreed. We couldn't have picked a more fitting host for tonight's event. You and I have been through a lot together over the years, attended the odd party, even worked together. I just want you to know how much it's all meant to me. So thanks, bro, and again, great job here tonight. And my other brother. If it wasn't for that night that we were forced to share a room in Warren, Ohio, prior to getting taught how to play football, who knows? Things might have been different. I remember our friendship really beginning that day, and it's obviously continued ever since. Whether it was road trips to Daytona or cross country to Banff, we've come away with more memories and stories than most people probably would have. And again, most of those I look forward to sharing with Jaden Jackson and the years to come. I love you, big guy, and I'm very proud to have you standing up here with me today. Thank you for being a part of all this. Dana, I guess I just want to start by thanking you for being my best man today. Obviously, all the old memories I was mentioning from our childhood, we shared, and I wouldn't change it for the world. As you alluded to, and as I'm sure lots of brothers do at some point, we grew apart there for a few years. And to be honest, I'm glad that happened because it made growing closer over the last 3 and 4 years mean that much more to me. You truly are my best friend. We talk every day. I know you're always there to listen, give advice, and to be that calming influence I need from time to time. You're a great uncle. You've treated, cared for, and spoken about Jen as a brother would from day one. I love you, man. Thank you for everything. Mom and Dad. This one could go on for a while, but I'll keep it short. I'm sure I was an angel as a kid. Maybe not so much during my teenage years, as Dad alluded to. But I think I've turned out okay. And there's no question why that is. You stood by me through the tough times, helped me celebrate the high times, and always been my true inspiration when striving for happiness and success. Since the day you met Jen, you've accepted her into your home and hearts as if you both knew this day would come. The excitement I see in our children's eyes when it's time to go to Grandma and Grandpa's puts a smile on my face each time. I love you both from the bottom of my heart, and I want to thank you for being you and for helping shape who I'm proud to be. Jaden Jackson, Monkey and Little Man. Jaden, you're the most beautiful, you look like the most beautiful princess in the whole world today. You did such a good job. And I'm so glad that you were able to keep such a big secret this whole time about how pretty your dress really was. I love it. Jackson, who's not here today, my little buddy, you know, he looked so handsome in his tux. I'm sure that one day we'll all laugh at how small it really is. You know, I'm so proud of him. He's grown up so fast, and I'm excited to see what kind of man he becomes. Mommy and Daddy are so proud of and love you both, and we're happy to be able to share this day together as a family. few words about my beautiful bride. To my wife, Miss Jennifer Boyle, I want to start by telling you how beautiful you look today and how lucky of a man I am to have a wife as stunning as you. This story was hinted at earlier, but I just wanted to tell it quickly for those who haven't heard it. I met Jen in what is now our backyard. Matt and Mitch were renting the house next door to Jen the summer that their landlord and Jen decided it was time to replace the fence between the properties. I'm not sure exactly why that fence took 6 weeks to build, Josh Granka. But looking back, I'm glad it did because it allowed me enough time to get to know the neighbor. It started off innocently enough. Me and the boys would be drinking beers in their backyard, and Jen and the girls often drinking wine in hers. We would always look, usually wave, and sometimes speak. Didn't take long. It was only a few weeks before I found myself cutting the lawn in Jen's backyard, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, what just happened? So well played, babe. Great move. And the rest, they'd say, is history. As the story would suggest, since the moment we met, I knew that you and I would get along just fine. We've always been able to make each other laugh. We share many common interests, including landscaping and yard work. And most importantly, we value the meaning of family. I am proud to say I am now married to the most beautiful woman in the world, who happens to be my best friend. And is also the mother of our 2 beautiful children. What more could one man ask for? I am truly blessed. Growing up, I suppose everyone has an idea of what kind of life they want, to be married, have kids, etc. Today I have officially exceeded my own personal idea of what life should be like. I could not be happier with the woman I've married, the kids that we have, and the families we have officially joined together here today. Watching you with our kids makes me wonder if they really know at this point how lucky they are. There is nothing you wouldn't do for them, and your love for them is inspiring. In closing, babe, you mean everything to me. I look forward to spending the rest of my life with you, and look forward to growing old together, watching our children grow up, and developing their own ideas of what life should be like. I can only hope that they are as lucky as us. I love you. And now a few words from my beautiful wife.
So again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here tonight and being part of this day with us. And I just want to say, this is the best birthday ever. Each one of the people in this room has played an important part of our lives, and this day would never have been the same without you guys. I want to start by saying thank you to Auntie Linda for performing such a beautiful ceremony. Those of you who aren't aware that Linda Nash has been a part of my life since I was born and has been one of my mom's best friends since childhood. Having you perform our ceremony today made the service extra special for me, and I thank you, Auntie Linda. I am so excited to now be married to my best friend and the father of my children. But getting to this spot in my life has been a real journey. As in everyone's lives, there have been many ups and downs along the way, and so many of you have been a part of that journey. I want to take a moment to just thank a few people that have really impacted my life, maybe more than you know, and thank you for your contributions to getting me here today. So to Mrs. B and my BDC family. Mrs. B, you have given to me more than you could ever know. Your passion, dedication to us, and your love gave me a safe and loving environment to grow and learn as a child and a young adult. You also gave me lifelong friends whom are here today and memories that I will grow old with. Thank you, Mrs. B, and all my BDC friends for your love and support throughout the years. It means a lot. Allie, Kim, and Helen. You guys have been the best, loving, and loyal friends that I could ever have hoped to have in my life. I'm pretty sure between the four of us that there isn't much that we haven't gone through together. But we have always remained strong. I sleep well at night knowing that we do and always will love each other, and we will have each other. I know that we're lucky because this kind of friendship doesn't come around often. I love you girls, and I just want to say thank you for loving Evan, Jaden, and Jackson as you do me. Jamie, Jane, Ayla, Tristan, and Joel. Jamie. Jamie, what an amazing slideshow. I can't thank you enough for doing that for us. That's truly a gift that we'll have for the rest of our lives, so thank you. James, being the oldest two in the family, at one point in our lives, it was just the two of us. It reminds me that you and I have shared it all. Every high and every low we've been together for. I've always known that you were there if I needed someone, and I thank you for that. You have such a beautiful family, and I am so happy to be a part of that. Thank you. Josh and Sarah, my little brother. Josh, I am so thankful that you came into our lives. You have grown to be such a good man, a great uncle, and an amazing brother. You and Sarah are so special to me, and I thank you guys for just being you. I love you. Grandma Carol, Nana, and Gramps. Growing up, a lot of my friends and the kids in school, they didn't have grandparents. I don't think any of them had all four grandparents. Although we're missing Grandpa Jim tonight, I'm so happy to have the three of you guys here on my wedding day. I want to thank you for giving me such special memories. You guys have always loved me and wanted the best for me, and I've always known this. I am truly lucky. Alan, Ruth, and Dana, my new family. From the time I met the three of you, I knew that I would love you guys. You've been some of the kindest people I've ever met. Always willing to help out and always there when you need them. They've been the best grandparents and uncle that anyone could ever hope to have for their children. I truly appreciate everything that you guys do for us. And I am so happy to be a part of the Boyle family now. Karen, you have been such a big part of my life now for over 20 years. I can't believe how long we've been together, really. You are an amazing friend and a part of my family. You're truly like a sister to me. Without you, I don't know what I would have done with myself many times during the rough patches. I have never questioned your friendship and loyalty, and I am so honored to have you in my life. When Evan came into the picture, you were his biggest supporter and you have loved him and my children always. Thank you for loving me and giving me some of my fondest memories in my life. I love you. Jax, my little shish. That's what we call each other. Anyways. You have always been a light in my life. And I have always loved you more than you could ever know. As kids, you were the little bratty sister that I would force to rub my feet when you were scared and wanted to sleep with me. But as the years went by, we somehow became inseparable. I've been there to watch you grow into the woman that you are today, and you've done the same for me. We get along great, but we also fight great. But no matter what, we will never let anything come between us. I am so lucky to have my sister as a best friend. Having you as my maid of honor on my wedding day is the biggest gift you could give me, and I thank you so much for every day that you are in my life. I love you, and I know you love my children and that you love Evan. And I thank you for being my little sister and a best friend. Mom and Dad, where to begin? I guess I could start by saying thank you for having me 35 years ago today. I hope you know that you have both been my backbone and my rock since the day that I was born. There is nobody in the world to me like you guys. I can't thank you enough for giving your lives and your childhoods to raising us and giving us everything we ever wanted. You taught me right from wrong and what it meant to be a good person. You have shown me that a divorced family doesn't have to mean a broken family. Through it all, you have both always done what is best for us, and you never made us choose. You pushed me to achieve the things I wanted in life and gave me the tools that I needed to get there. You loved me unconditionally even when I made wrong choices, and you have been there to celebrate with me all of my achievements. You have given me a life that I have loved. Thank you for loving Evan as a son and treating him as part of the family since day one, and for loving my children as you love me. You have taught me how to parent and what the most important things in life are. I love you both so much, and I thank you for helping me make this day possible. To my babies, Jaden and Jackson. I never knew I could feel the way I feel about you both. You have changed my life and brought so much meaning to it that it's indescribable. I am so thankful to have you both, and I am still in awe that I get to be your mom. Our life together is young, and I look forward to watching you grow every step of the way. Without you two, this day may have never happened. You have given us all more happiness than you could ever know, and I can only describe you both as meant to be. I love you guys so much, and I love being your mother. Last but not least, to my husband, Evan. As a child, my mom would always tell me, you know, one day someone will come knocking at your door. I didn't actually think she meant literally, and I never expected him to be carrying pizza. For those of you who don't know the story, Evan took the pizza from the delivery driver shortly after we met, and when I had some friends over, just so that he could knock on the door and hopefully be invited in. From the first time I met you, I knew that you were something special. You had a mannerism that I loved. You were kind of almost like the male version of me. You made me laugh with your circular lawn cutting skills. And I loved that when we would yell over the fence, "Take off your shirt," he actually would.
Put it back on now.
You always made me feel special. I brought with me today the first gift that you ever gave me. One early morning on my way to work, I walked outside and saw your truck on the road. I knew that you were next door. When I got to my car, I saw an oddly shaped blue stuffed animal on my windshield. I thought it was the sweetest thing. But now that I look a little closer, it may have been a foreshadow of things to come. Anyways, I am so thankful that the fence in my backyard came down that spring. Not only did you build the fence, but we have built a life since that day. Until I met you, there has only been one man in my life that I have loved more than anything in this world, and that nobody could ever compare to, and that's my dad. I didn't think that anyone could ever fit into his class of guys or come close to being the kind of man or father I believe him to be. But now there is, and that's you. I am the luckiest girl alive today. I am the luckiest girl alive today because you picked me. You gave me a beautiful family and a life that I am so excited to live. Thank you for making me your wife, and thank you for being my husband. I know that we will always be together and that the fun has just begun. I love you more than anything, babe.
Mr. and Mrs. Boyle, one more time. As I said before, it's been an honor. This is an exciting night. Jen can now change her name on Facebook. And isn't that what it's really all about, folks? I love you both. Cue the music. Have fun. Let's party.
Style. Gangnam Style. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. Being 너, 그 위에 나는 너. Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좋아하는 너. Being 너, 그 위에 나는 너. Baby, baby, 나는 뭘 좋아하는 너. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. 오빤 Gangnam Style.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our bride and groom are doing the cutting of the cake. If you've got a camera and you want to take a picture, make your way to the dance floor. Last chance to take a picture of the bride and groom cutting the cake. All the single ladies trying to make their way to the dance floor, please, for the bouquet toss. Jennifer, before we get started this evening, do you see any single girls out in the audience that should be up on the dance floor? How about on this side? Anybody over here that should be on the dance floor? Laura's sitting at a table. We want her on the dance floor. All the single ladies report to the dance floor for the bouquet toss. All right, Jennifer, if you're ready, give me a thumbs up that we're good to go. All right, all the girls on the dance floor, before we get started tonight, make a little bit of noise. All right, we got some noisy females in the house tonight. Jennifer, on the count of 3. Here we go, girls. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, girls. You can do better than that. You're going to get to take home a beautiful bouquet tonight. So, Jennifer, get ready on the count of 3. This time for real. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Touchdown. We got a winner. If you could assume the position, please. Now, I'd like to remind you one thing. Where you are now is where you're going to be for the rest of your life. Now, Jennifer, what I'd like you to do is take your 2 hands and place something in front of you, palms up. And I'd like you to take your two hands and place them on Jennifer's hands, palms down, because this is the last time you're ever going to have the upper hand in this marriage. All right. Before we go any further, I'd just like to pass on a little bit of information on to them to help them on that long road to happy marriage. You see, in marriage, we have what's called the 3 rings of marriage. The first ring being the engagement ring. Do we have an engagement ring? Yes, we do. Second ring of marriage, Evan, is the wedding rings. Do we have wedding rings? Yes, we do. Evan, the third and final ring of marriage is the suffer ring. So if you're ready, you're going to get a little bit of music for this. Now, Evan, hold on a second. You see, ladies and gentlemen, at the Grand Olympia, we have a standing tradition. How many of you people would like to see Evan take his hands and place them behind his back tonight?
Hey, Evan, you need a hand?
Baby, take off your shoes. I'll help you take off your shoes. Baby, take off your dress. Yes, yes.
All right, we're going to ask all the single guys to please come to the dance floor for the garter toss. All the single guys. Otherwise, if we're good to go, give me a thumbs up. All right, Evan's giving me a thumbs up, which means we're good to go.
All alive.
All right, guys, get ready.
Come back here.
On the count of 3. All right, Evan. 1. You ready, guys? 2. Here we go. 3. We got a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention, please.
오빠 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빠 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빠 강남스타일 Hey, sexy lady 오빠 강남스타일 Hey, sexy lady 성숙해 보이지만 볼 때 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 무겁던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선호해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 때 노는 선호해 내가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선호해 근육보다 사상이 볼통볼통한 선호해 그런 선호해 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 Sexy lady Sexy lady 오빤 강남스타일 You're so sexy, yes. I am too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan. You're in Japan.
I invite you all to please stand. Please be seated. Welcome. Good afternoon, family and friends. My name is Linda Nash. I'm the minister at St. Mark's United Church in Dundas. And it's my lifelong connection with Jennifer's family that I have the privilege and honor of being part of this beautiful occasion. We have come here today to celebrate the wedding of Evan Boyle and Jennifer Royston. On behalf of Evan and Jennifer, thank you for joining us. They are delighted that you have come to share in their joy today. By your presence here, you celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other, and you support their decision to commit themselves to a lifelong relationship. Marriage is a bond to be entered into only after considerable thought and reflection. By making this commitment today, Evan and Jennifer's relationship will become stronger, better, and deeper. Today, their lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. And today represents not only the joining of Evan and Jennifer, but also the joining of their families and their friends. Evan and Jennifer would like to recognize their parents on this occasion. They offer their profound gratitude for all the love and care their parents showed in raising them. Parents, the unconditional gifts of love and support that you have continually offered have inspired Jennifer and Evan to become who they are today. And they thank you from the bottom of their hearts. Without you, this day would not be possible. They are blessed to share their wedding day with you, their family, their children, their friends, and thank each of you for making the journey here today. This celebration of love is built upon the time that Evan and Jennifer have spent together and all the experiences encompassed by that time. Evan and Jennifer have also asked that we take a moment now to honor and remember those loved ones who are not here with us today. And as we remember those who are not with us in physical form, they ask that we open our hearts and minds to the timelessness of this place and to the love we are here to share through this ceremony. So we'll just take a moment of silence.
Amen. So everybody take a big deep breath. It's good to breathe. Evan and Jennifer, you have made it known that you wish to be joined together in marriage. If either of you or anyone here present can show just cause when you may not lawfully be married, now is the time to declare it. Hearing none? Jennifer, will you be a wife to Evan, honoring him, loving him, caring for him? Amen. And Evan, will you be a husband to Jennifer, honoring her, loving her, and caring for her? And now this is a question to the parents. Do you, the parents of Evan and Jennifer, give them your blessing and promise to uphold and care for them in their marriage? If so, please answer with an enthusiastic, "We do."
We do.
And now this is a question to all the family and all the friends gathered here today. Do you, the family and friends of Evan and Jennifer, give them your love and support, promising to uphold and care for them in their marriage? If so, please answer with an enthusiastic, "We do."
We do.
And we hear all that support. You're well supported. I'm going to share now a poem called "The Art of a Good Marriage" by Wilfred Arlen Peterson. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, "I love you," at least once a day. It's never going to sleep angry. It is at no time taking the other for granted. The courtship should not end with a honeymoon. It should continue through the years. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together, facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow old. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It is establishing a relationship in which the independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and the obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. Amen. And now hear these words from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 to 8. These may be familiar words to some, and may be brand new words to others. Words of love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. Amen. The poem that I read, "The Art of a Good Marriage," it says almost almost everything that needs to be said, I think. But I feel like I want to add just a couple of little extras. And for everyone present here, whether you're in a marriage relationship or just in a relationship with children or friends, co-workers, I think we're all in some kind of relationships day to day. And there's two practices that I think are vital in making our relationships healthy and happy, and keeping us healthy and happy. And the first is the practice of gratitude, and that was mentioned in the poem. And I think all of us, we can forget to do that with the people we live with. Who took out the garbage? Do we say thanks for that? Do we remember those little things? But as it said, the little things are the big things, but remembering to say thank you for all those little things goes a long way. And expressing that appreciation means a lot. The second practice is sometimes a little bit more difficult, and that's the practice of forgiveness. No matter who we are, we're going to hurt each other. It's just the way we're made. We're not perfect. And so, being the first one to say, I'm sorry, can move mountains. Saying I'm sorry can move mountains. Don't hold out, I'm not saying. It's his fault, whatever. Just remember that it's more important to be in a relationship than it is to be right. So practicing forgiveness expands your heart, makes room for more love to come in. And you have two beautiful children, and when they see their mom and their dad being grateful to each other, forgiving each other, loving each other, you are giving them the best gift in the world. So, I think that's enough said. I invite you to join me now in prayer. Spirit of love and life, thank you for this moment, for the gift of grace that is upon Evan and Jennifer as they make their marriage vows. Amen. So let's breathe again. Breathe in the spirit of love that is everywhere in this place. And Jennifer, I invite you to repeat after me. Evan, I take you to be my husband.
Evan, I take you to be my husband.
To laugh with you in joy.
To laugh with you in joy.
To grieve with you in sorrow.
To grieve with you in sorrow.
To grow with you in love.
To grow with you in love.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
Evan, I invite you to repeat after me. Jennifer, I take you to be my wife.
Jennifer, I take you to be my wife.
To laugh with you in joy.
To laugh with you in joy.
To grieve with you in sorrow.
To grieve with you in sorrow.
To grow with you in love.
To grow with you in love.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
For thousands of years, partners have exchanged rings as a token of their vows. Let these rings be a sign of that love that has a past, a present, and a future. Through you and within you. Amen. And repeat after me. Evan, I give you this ring.
Evan, I give you this ring.
To wear with love.
To wear with love.
As this ring has no end.
As this ring has no end.
neither shall my love for you.
Neither shall my love for you.
I choose you
I choose you
to be my husband this day.
to be my husband this day.
Repeat after me. Jennifer, I give you this ring
Jennifer, I give you this ring
to wear with love,
to wear with love,
as this ring has no end.
as this ring has no end.
Neither shall my love for you.
Neither shall my love for you.
I choose you
I choose you
to be my wife this day.
to be my wife this day.
And now you may seal your vows with a kiss. Evan and Jennifer have made a covenant of marriage before God and in the presence of all of us. They have confirmed their marriage by exchanging vows and rings and the giving of a kiss. Therefore, I am happy to declare them husband and wife. And for the marriage blessing, I invite all of you to repeat each phrase after me. May the love that brought you together continue to grow in your hearts and in your lives. The blessing of love and hope, joy and peace, be yours this day and always. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Evan and Jennifer Boyle.